Hey, cousin audience, it's Mama's Comedy Show.
Hey, cousin internet, it's me, cousin Todd with Mama's Comedy Show, and with me is cousin Jason.
Hey, cousin everybody.
And give us a konnichiwa to cousin Andrew.
You rough me right now.
Oh, you know what's so funny is that when I do that at my local Chinese restaurant, they ask me to leave. They don't find it as funny as I do.
They don't like it.
There is a joke that I heard that was a guy is in a Chinese restaurant and he's talking on the phone to his friends and he's like, oh, these Chinese waiters are so racist. They think all white people look alike. I just saw my server give my food to another white guy. Oh, wait, that's not my server.
Oh man, that is so good. You ever go to a Chinese restaurant and sometimes someone's like, I want to try this out, and they'll maybe that. I think it's Japanese. Or go to Japanese, so they'll go konnichiwa, and or Chinese, and I'm fucking up my own
that
race.
is you're.
I'm racist. Or like you go to a Spanish restaurant and
They're
you're
gonna
like,
take your
ooh.
Asian card.
Or you go to a Spanish restaurant and you're like, hola, and then that's all you know, and they're like, thanks. Feels awkward. Feels weird.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
It's like when you drive by a field of cows and you go moo.
I never.
I do that too. I thought it was just me.
No. So how you guys doing?
Doing
well. Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm excited about 1010 Brewing.
Yeah.
This place has been great. Yeah, the food here is really good.
Well, for those of you who are here for the podcast, this is something that we do every podcast to figure out what we're going to talk about. We're going to kind of play a little game. What's your name, ma'am? Cousin Evelyn.
Cousin Evelyn. Hi.
Evelyn starts with an E, correct? Now, Evelyn, what is your last initial? Oh, so now we have to create a section or a segment for the show with an E and an O, and then you will vote and decide which segment we do on the podcast. So, Jason, what's your EO suggestion?
I don't know what my wife is trying to give me a hint right now, but I can't understand. Easy orgasm.
Easy
orgasm.
Yeah,
but maybe we should take hers at the end too.
Andrew?
Eager ovaries.
All right.
What's yours, Todd?
Everyone's offensive.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right. So
Kind
now
of like when you are at a Chinese restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we will explain what each of these segments that we just made up are about, and you'll vote as to which one we talk about on the podcast. So explain yours again. What was it?
Easy orgasm.
Right.
So Easy Orgasm is a game where we all talk about the very first time we had an orgasm. Which I know Andrew can't talk about that, but I think the rest of us could.
Wait, why won't I
Because it
talk?
hasn't
You'll
happened
have
yet.
one day, buddy.
I got to find the button for myself.
Yeah.
Eager ovaries.
Right.
It's the time us men first discovered women periods and their tribulations and what we learned from it.
Women's periods?
Yes, because that's where
I like
ovaries make periods.
I like to use it as a verb. when my assistant is, I always say, "Are you perioding right now?"
Is assistant your wife?
Are you? We don't use that word on the podcast. I always say, "Did you just period?"
Did you? Oh my God!
All right, and what was? Mine is everyone's offensive. And what mine is about is something that you might not find offensive that other people do, or vice versa, something that you find offensive that other people don't. All right? So now this is your chance to vote on which segment you would want to see. Mm-hmm. So, Jason, step forward and say the name of your segment.
Easy orgasm.
For everyone in the podcast world,
Thank
Jason
you.
just stepped forward.
Andrew, would you like to step forward and say the name of yours?
Eager ovaries.
For everyone in the podcast room, he got very few claps.
Yeah, it's surprisingly not a lot of women want to hear a man tell them how their body works.
Did you want to turn this way?
Sure. And everyone's offensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You win again, Todd.
All right.
Yes.
Listen, This is. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. You have to do our opening segment.
Okay. Bum 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 bum. It's a world of fun. It's a world of sadness. Brrr. Everyone's offensive.
Welcome to our segment. Everyone's offensive. Basically, there's some times where you may have told a joke.
Yeah.
And
every time.
And there is someone in that group that does not find that joke very funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So do you guys have a moment where you far overplayed? Andrew, I know you have a few just from mamas.
How
many bees, Andrew, have you told?
The bee sting joke.
Yeah, let's.
Oh no! All right.
This is appropriate timing, fella.
All right. Well, okay. So a lot of times with my improvic humor, I always test the line with mamas. I always get to that point, and then it ends up it ends up being okay. People laugh, but at the end of it, I'm like, ooh, should I have not? Okay, so I'll explain the stupid bees joke that nobody will let me get away with.
Can I just jump in here? So it's material, the very the pre-show of the show where we all tell bar jokes.
Yeah.
And then the audience goes, "Hey!" And sometimes you tell kind of edgy jokes. So Andrew told this joke that was so blatantly racist that nobody in the audience said a word.
I believe the term is anti-Semitic.
It was anti-Semitic, which is racist to give them a specific term for racism against them.
I hope this helps.
So
for being anti-Semitic, I have been in love with 2 Jewish women in my life.
Oh, so you have a Jewish friend. That's great.
Yeah, a lot of my best friends are Jewish.
Anyone here Jewish? Anyone here Jewish?
Yeah.
Anyone?
The guy who you can hear laughing.
Anyone who I want to be friends with? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let me tell this stupid joke.
All right, so this is now imagine this. Imagine everyone has gone up and told jokes, and the audience is hip. They are laughing at everything.
It's a full fucking house.
It was a full house.
I'm excited. They're excited. We have a full house. Actually, Melanie, it was like one of her first shows to come watch.
That was the first.
Yeah, I was like, Melanie, come see this show. So okay.
Here's the joke.
All right. Also, double preface on this. I, from time to time, like to try to find new jokes. I like to try to find new jokes for this show.
I feel like because there's new people walking in, you need to preface that you're explaining a joke that didn't work.
I'm telling on the podcast right now a joke that didn't work, okay? So she doesn't care. You know what? Let her
find
experience
this joke offensive, it's because you should. Please.
All right, guys, here we go.
We've just been 5 minutes building it up.
I know, yeah, I'm so sorry. Hey, guys, what's worse? Oh, here we go.
It's the one person who responded is the person that didn't hear your warning.
I know. Oh, here's some more, too.
Here's some nice people
fuck
coming
me.
in.
Whatever, podcast. What's worse than 1 bee sting?
What?
2 bee stings.
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
What's worse than 2 bee stings?
What?
The Holocaust.
That's quite a jump, but that's true.
What's worse than the Holocaust?
What?
3 bee stings.
Right. Right. So the entire audience was on board with every joke leading up to that.
Yeah.
And then what do the rest of us on stage do? We pounce on you
So bad.
relentlessly.
Ed got the best laugh at the end of the night from that too. Fucking A.
What was his?
He was just like, "Wow, that was worse than 3 bee stings." I'm like, "Fuck you, Ed." Like, yeah, you're laughing and applauding now. Yeah, it was some whatever joke or thing I did. And I was just, I was like, because my friend Dano told me that while we were drinking. I'm like, I should try this. And I'm like, fuck.
And here's the thing about like our A-material jokes. I 100% will look up new jokes and I'll go, there's no fucking way I'm telling that.
I love it is sometimes I wasn't even there, but sometimes I'll just send Andrew a little emoji bee.
He does every once in a while.
And he's like, "Fuck you, man."
So what is your everyone's offensive joke?
Mine's not as fun.
story.
We should have saved him for last. Here's a warning for anybody who's a stand-up comedian or tells funny ha-has. if your company that you work for says, hey, you want to do 5 minutes of stand-up material at the company Christmas party? The answer should be no. Don't do it. Ooh. So here's how I opened my set at my very, very progressive job group, which, by the way, I am too, but you didn't listen to the whole set. Anyway.
You got fired from?
I ended up getting fired 2 years later, yeah. But not for the comedy.
They got the joke 2 years later.
It's because of my poor performance. This is how I opened up my set. An orgy of non-binary individuals is also a gender reveal party. It's a word joke. I'm not making a judgment. And if you listen, anyway, I'm explaining it away. Right. But the next day, HR was like, you really offended a lot of people. I said, I told you guys exactly what I was going to say. And anyway, long story yeah, so that's the worst I've ever felt on stage.
That's fantastic.
The crowd was not there to listen. Anyway, yeah.
Mine, so I used to work at another venue where we did the 99 jokes. And this was halfway through the show that we would do the 99 jokes. And the suggestion that we got, and I may have told this actually in a Mama's show, or at least the story of this. So the suggestion that we got was shoes. So the joke that I was going to tell, let me tell you the joke that, because you're thinking up these jokes kind of on the spot and pretty quick. The joke that popped into my head was 99 shoes walk into a bar and the bartender says, I'm not serving you German shoes in here. You're racist. And they say, how do you know that? And he said, you're tied in little Nazis. So that was
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Cute.
So we had two German guys in the audience that I had already referenced earlier in the evening. So the person goes, 99 shoes. So I go, okay, well, I'll do this joke in honor of, because the joke was popping into my head, of these two fellows here from Germany.
That's
and then as I start the joke, I say, 99 shoes, or no, in my head, as I'm getting ready to start the show, I go, 99 shoes walk into a bar. And then I know the punchline, and I go, oh, shit. I can't do a Nazi joke after I just called these guys out for being German.
Yeah.
I have to find my way out of this. And so then what came out of my mouth was, mind you, all of that is going through my brain while I'm actively telling the joke. So this is what it actually came out as. 99 shoes walk into a bar. The bartender says, hey, we don't serve Jews in here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What? Why?
And then I went, shoes. Shoes.
Oh, no.
It was an honest to God, I put my foot in my mouth because I was trying to avoid.
Yeah.
That was the fourth bee sting.
Yeah.
That was the fourth.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I quit. I quit that place.
Yeah, I did not like that joke.
So that should be, we've done our everyone's offensive. So Andrew, we need our outro.
Oh, bum 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 bum. When things are bad and it's not really good, you say fucked up shit. Everyone's offensive.
Thank you, everyone. That was Everyone's Offensive.
And now we're gonna play Where Have My Fingers Been?
No.
You mean the last 5 minutes?
So no, the other thing that we do, and I'm trying to find my list. Here we go.
Oh, is it Schindler's?
The other.
Wow.
Have you seen the bit that Liam Neeson does with Ricky Gervais?
Yes.
Oh my God!
What bit?
So Ed and I, you know what? That's a different. Well, next time we do Everyone's Offensive, that's another good story.
There you go.
But the other thing that we've been doing every one of these podcasts, kind of to close it out, is we do a Would You Rather question.
Right.
And so last week's Would You Rather question was, would you rather change genders every time you sneeze or never know the difference between a baby and a muffin?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I think the only person that
I
wanted
picked
to.
Muffin.
Yeah, you picked Muffin.
I will pick it every single time.
Yeah. Andrew actually set you up for one of the most beautiful takedowns ever. And when I re-listened to that podcast, I still laughed knowing that it was coming. Coming in a muffin.
Don't know what we're talking about? Check out that podcast.
That's right.
So here is our Would You Rather for this week.
Oh.
And you have to explain your answer, and then we'll also poll the audience and see what you guys want.
Ooh. Okay.
Would you rather poop a pineapple or pee a grape?
Is that as specific as you're going to get?
Yes, that's as specific as we will get.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to tell you this. My butthole would not be able to take that pineapple.
But your pee hole could take a grape?
Hold on.
My cum is ginormous. Fist size.
That's a different would you rather.
What would you rather eat? The pineapple or the grape? Jason. God. That's both. Okay, I'm gonna say I've never had a kidney stone.
Right.
So I feel like you're more empathetic. I don't know what you and Renette do on the
I just launch kidney stones at her constantly.
I'm going to go with the smooth grape coming out of my urethra.
All right.
Smooth grape urethra.
Because you could do like an episiotomy where you just kind of slit the...
That's a different food.
Smooth grape
okay, so Jason, what are you choosing?
I'm taking the pineapple because you didn't specify that the pineapple was going to be whole. So if the pineapple is crushed enough...
No, pineapple's whole is spiky as hell. It is really
It's
firm.
a pineapple. It's not a can of pineapple coming out of you.
Okay. It's a whole pineapple.
It's a can coming out of you, but like it's opened and like jagged and ripped up, like a raccoon's trying to eat it.
I'm sticking with the pineapple because that system in your body is designed to, well, maybe not a pineapple.
To launch a football out of you?
Now, what if it was like nonstop?
Nonstop pineapples?
Yeah.
Like a Gatling gun?
You could feed the world.
I feel like that's like hell too, though, like of the eternal fire that eventually you would just get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually you'd be like, it's just today.
Your mutant power is that your asshole heals incredibly well.
So I would choose grape.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But also because my plan would be, like, as I'm about to pee, to just mash the mash the tip.
I that's a good idea.
I thought you just wanted to make sure Renette had her vitamins.
Can I?
Did you snap yourself off? Todd has snapped himself off. We are now in control.
This happened before.
There you go.
All right, so
what were you
I
saying?
used to get kidney stones quite a bit.
Round of applause if you've had kidney stones.
Anyone?
Oh,
Couple
man.
people got kidney stones.
Heroes, all of you.
Yeah, I used to get kidney stones, and I was in the emergency room like a few times. Like it would happen once every year and a half. I would get a kidney stone, and one time they were measuring because they'll measure the kidney stone when you're in the emergency room.
Yeah,
and the doctor said, "Ooh, that one is 6 millimeters. You only have a 6% chance of passing one that size." And I ended up passing that one on my own. And the next one I had was also 6 millimeters.
No.
And so the third one, like mind you, this is all like a year and a half apart. And I haven't had one in probably. Have I had one since you've been my assistant? No. Yeah.
When he has one, do you have one after because he gives it to you?
That's when you're perioding.
It's been like 7 years since I've had one.
So is that a whole new meaning of getting your rocks off?
So the last time I had one, I was in the emergency room, and the doctor comes in and tells me that it's 6 millimeters, and he says we're going to have to catheterize you, and then schedule an appointment to have it broken up. And I said, no, 6 millimeters, I can pass that. Because the minute you're telling me you're going to shove something in my pee-pee hole, I was like, I can pass that. And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, I know, there's a 6% chance, because I remembered the 6 and the 6. And he's like, that's right. All right. You're okay, kid.
You know the statistics.
This isn't my first rodeo.
You must be a doctor.
So I leave, And like the most humiliating thing, if you ever have a kidney stone, is they'll give you this little strainer when you leave.
Yeah.
And that's just what you're going to pee in until you get that stone because you want to have it analyzed. And so you have anytime you go somewhere, you have to pee in the strainer, and hopefully you'll see a little grape nut in there. The one time I didn't leave the house with the strainer, I was at a Christmas party, and I used their bathroom, and I went to pee, and it just this little beep, tink.
Oh,
And I was like, oh man! So I had to reach into the toilet and pull out the kidney stone.
Just so they could tell you, hey, you have kidney stones?
No, it's so they can analyze it and tell you
Hey,
Why?
you're going to keep getting
what's
these.
made of it.
This is like your third time, though.
Oh no, it was like my sixth time.
Oh, my God.
So anyway,
your poor dick.
I go.
Fuck.
Do you want to
seriously.
kiss it, and make it feel better?
No.
So I go to the urologist with the sample, and it's always embarrassing handing like the receptionist, "Hi, this came out of me," and she took the stone and it's in a little jar. She took it back to the doctor, and I go into the urologist's office, and I'm waiting for him, and I'm just sitting there, and the urologist does this, like the door's closed. He bursts through the door and goes, "Did you pass that thing on your own?" And I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Good for you, buddy."
Nice.
So
And
your
then slowly
picture
backed out of the room.
So your picture is in like the big leagues up there,
Yeah.
and oh man.
So, but I actually have a display case at home of
Of
previous,
it?
of previous kidney stones.
What did they say what it was made of?
So mine was animal protein. Like some people it's cheese, some people it's Coke. 'Cause that's what I was afraid. I was afraid they were going
Right.
to tell me no more soda, but it's animal protein. Yes, you have a question about my pee-pee?
What did you
Hold on, wait.
What did you do with the stone at the party?
Oh, where did I put? That's a good question. So I pulled it out and I took a bunch of toilet paper and I wrapped the stone up in the toilet paper and then put it in my pocket. I did rinse it first and I did wash my hands.
It's like the One
Thoroughly.
Ring. It's like weighing heavy on your pocket.
The one rock.
The whole time I'm driving home, I just have my hand on it, making sure it's still there.
Are you okay, baby? You like having a baby duckling?
You're
you
part
okay?
of me.
You're my baby. I love you.
Well, actually, the
I love you.
the stones that I have,
I love you, baby.
Someone gave me as a gag gift a display case to put them all in.
Yeah.
So I did. I stored like a bunch of them in there, but I gave them all names like Stone Phillips, Barack, and the Rock.
You should give them like little urns, like you know how people when they have their loved ones in those, you should just have your little like
It's not a
Oh,
loved
little
one.
baby urns.
yeah, little baby like, hey guys, this was 2012.
All right. Well, that was something that came out of me. Everybody.
Hey.
I'll post a picture of one on our Facebook page.
No.
It really does look like a grape nut. If you look at it, like
Fuck.
it has like little nooks and crannies. That
Do you get
catch-
PTSD?
No. 'Cause the painful part is not really peeing it out.
Okay.
The painful part is getting it from your kidney into your bladder. When it's in your bladder, it's just a weird feeling. Like it's just rumbling around in there. And there was a urologist. You're going to learn something here, folks. There was a urologist up north who noticed that all of his patients would pass a stone, like who had regular kidney stones, would pass their stones after vacationing in Orlando, Florida.
Oh my
And
god.
So they did. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So he actually researched it and talked to every one of them. And Big Thunder Mountain.
Oh.
Big Thunder Mountain will shake loose your kidney stones. So he 3D printed an artificial kidney with a stone in it, and Disney let him strap it into the back of Big Thunder Mountain, and it was like knocking them loose.
What? So wait, but so Big Thunder Mountain is a good
Saving
thing?
lives.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
It's gone now?
Thank you, Disney.
Oh.
Is Big Thunder Mountain gone?
No,
Did they
Big
really?
Thunder Mountain's still there. Splash
Thunder
Mountain's gone.
Splash Mountain.
That makes a
Okay.
kidney
Yeah.
stone go back in.
I was thinking like people drank the water from Big Thunder Mountain or something, and then it's like, why are you fuckers doing this?
It's holy. All right.
Todd's been-
Well, I think that like since I've been more physically active,
yeah.
that has helped, and also the fact that my assistant puts me pretty much on because she's pescatarian. I don't get as much animal protein as I normally would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat. Knowing that, I wouldn't fucking eat animals
Right,
myself.
right.
Shit.
Yeah, well, but I mean, and also just I have been eating so much less animal protein.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, knock on wood. Jesus, watch Watch me get a kidney stone tonight. Oh, so
There's
here-
more.
Yeah, no, because it just reminded me.
Oh.
Because I was talking about a kidney stone.
Yeah.
On one of my last ones, and this was I want to say this was like 2008,
Yeah.
and it was New Year's Eve. I was doing a show with Ed Budd, cousin Ed, and at the start of the show, I went, "Oop, there's that back pain. I feel it. And it's pretty excruciating.
Yeah.
And you just start throwing up. Like the pain is so bad.
Yeah,
you'll,
yeah.
Shit.
You'll start throwing up. So I would go on stage, I would do my bit, and then I would walk off stage
no.
and go,
Oh.
and then I would come back out on stage, and the show was later because it was New Year's Eve, and we were going to do a big countdown to midnight. So the show itself ended at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And I told the cast, I was like, "Hey, I have to leave.
Yeah.
Enjoy New Year's.
Yeah.
I'm going to the emergency room." So I go to the emergency room, and normally, if you have a kidney stone, it's so high on the pain index that they'll like immediately triage you.
Yeah.
And I guess they were busy, so they were like, just sit down there. And so I was sitting there, and then they finally took me in, and I was like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain, and I have to pee. Like I had the feeling I had to pee. And this is also the only time that this ever happened. This is super, super gross, so I'm sorry if you're eating.
Oh, here we go.
My pee
Yes.
had a red tinge to it.
Of sure.
Because there was blood
Sure.
in it.
Uh-huh.
So that was the first time I ever peed blood. I'm
Yes.
standing over the toilet.
first time.
And I'm peeing blood for the first time. And what I hear on the other side of the door is 10, 9, 8, 7. Something really bad is going to happen.
Wait,
All
did
right.
it come out?
That's
No, it didn't come out. Not then.
That's
That would've been
incredible.
All right, so to wrap it all up, Jason, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that I got the best description of what a kidney stone is in your actual bladder because I got this envisioning of like a balloon with like a penny in it, and you just shake it. That was
Kinda what it feels
so
like.
I kind of learned what a little more because of you. Tom.
You know what I learned? You know what's worse than a kidney stone? 3 bee stings.
Using your scale, that's true.
I learned that, Andrew, there's just no way of saving that joke.
I know.
All right, guys, we're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
You can get tickets at mamascomedyshow.com. Do you guys have anything coming up?
I will be performing at the Orlando Improv Festival on Saturday, tomorrow evening, and you can find me at Acting Jason on the socials.
Yeah. Andrew?
You can find me. I stream on twitch.tv, Omnigun, OMNIGUNN. Come on over there. If you have Amazon Prime, follow me and then give me your free subscription that you get from Amazon Prime.
I still don't see how to do it. I've been trying.
Okay, really quick. Okay, so you link your Amazon Prime account to your name.
Okay.
And most likely you might have to be on a computer, and then you see my name, and it'll say, "Oh, free subscription," and then
It's too much work. I'll give you $1.
Yeah.
I'll give you
And
a
a
hug.
what about you? What's going on with you, Todd? Peeing.
Yeah, I've got books available. You can buy my books.
Ooh.
They're doing pretty okay right now. Just search Todd Farron on Amazon, and you'll see a whole bunch, and just see which ones kind of tickle your.
But did you learn anything?
Oh, did I learn anything? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I said, you did this last week too.
I did.
Yeah, I said I learned that joke will never work for Andrew.
Jason, did you learn anything? We just go back and forth.
Yeah.
Todd,
Did you have a mini stroke?
I think your next step is maybe you do books on tape of your books.
I'm trying to.
I think it'd be cool.
Although I find that not a lot of people will buy tapes anymore. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Books on tape.
Mwah. Good night, everybody.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.